This is our blue whale endangered species.
Characteristics of a blue whale. Blue whales are gray, blue, white, and sometimes black. They weigh to 220 pounds to 352 pounds. Blue whales can swim 13 miles per hour. They move by swimming. A blue whale's lifespan is 30 to 35 years long. Blue whale habitat. Blue whales live in all oceans, polar and subtropical. They eat krill, crustaceans, and other small fish.
How blue whales survive. Blue whales became endangered in 1970. The reason why blue whales became endangered was because of too much hunting, oil spills, chemicals, sound pollutions, habitat loss, overfishing of krill, ship strikes, and becoming tangled in fishing nets. Scientists are using satellite tags, what specific routes blue whales are taking.
This is a picture of a blue whale with a satellite tag, and you can see in the top picture what the satellite tag looks like. On the other picture right here is of a blue whale about to getting tangled in a ship's fishing net. And our sources were A to Z Animals. They've been here since 2008. We retrieved this from A to Z Animals.com by open/National Geographic. World Wildlife Fund. Since 1961, we retrieved this website from www.worldwildlife.org/species/blue whale.
Good. Okay, same question for you. Nevia, what was the most interesting thing you learned about blue whales?
The most interesting thing that I learned about blue whales was that they eat krill and crustaceans and other small fish.
How about Sam?
I was surprised at how fast they could swim. I thought it would be a little bit faster.
Okay.
Much slower than I thought.
And how about Danny?
I was surprised that blue whales lived in all the oceans. I really didn't know that whales lived in cold places.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Interesting.
American alligator.
Facts about the American alligator.
The American alligator is a reptile.
There are two species of alligators, the Chinese and American.
The egg gender depends on the egg's temperature. If it is warm, it's a boy. If it is cold, it is a girl.
Characteristics.
American alligators are gray and black. They also have little bumps on their backs.
The adult male weighs about 500 pounds, and the female weighs about 200 pounds. They have to be 10 to 15 feet long.
They can move about 15 miles per hour, and they live up to be about 30 to 50 years old.
Habitat.
American alligators live in swamps and marshes. The region is the Atlantic coast, the country is the USA, and the continent is North America.
American alligators like to eat fish, turtles, and various mammals like birds and other reptiles. They also like to eat fruits.
And then where the blue is, that's where they kind of are.
Survival.
American alligators became endangered in 1987.
American alligators were threatened by habitat loss and encounter with people.
There are around 1 million alligators that can be found throughout the Atlantic coast.
Sources.
That's to American Alligators, 2016.
Is that your last slide?
Yeah.
All right. What did you find was the most interesting about American alligators? Eli, you go first.
That it depends on the temperature of the eggs for it to be a boy or a girl.
Yes, I thought that was interesting too. How about you, Nathan?
That American alligators live to be up to 30 to 50 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty old for an animal out in the wild, isn't it?
And
Absolutely.
then Nathan found out that they're not endangered anymore.
Oh, they're not endangered anymore. Oh, interesting. All right, so we'll have to take them off our list. Good job, guys.
The gray wolf. On this map, the green represents where the gray wolves are today.
And right up here represents where they used to be back then.
The gray wolf's characteristics. Gray wolves have gray, brown, and white fur with black ears. They weigh 55 to 130 pounds. Their length is 2 to 3 feet, and their height is 4.5 to 6.5 feet tall. Gray wolves live up to 13 to 15 years old. They run 36 to 38 miles per hour, but can usually trot about 5 miles per hour.
Gray wolves live in Alaska, Canada, Asia, the tundra, and the forest. Gray wolves are carnivores, so they eat fruit and vegetables. They eat up to 9 grams.
The gray wolf's survival. Gray wolves became endangered in 1973. They were killed for their fur for the winter. Gray wolves hunt in packs of 7 to 8 members.
And this is our slides that we used.
Okay, one more thing. I want you to tell me the most interesting thing you learned about wolves.
The most interesting thing I learned was that gray wolves can run to 36 to 38 miles per hour
Yeah,
and can
that's-
trot 5 miles per
That's
hour.
pretty fast, isn't it? Yeah, how about Trey? Most interesting thing you learned?
Mine was that they can live in so many parts of the world.
Yes, very good. All right, thank you. What do we say?
Our title is the Grade Endangered Hummingbird. Our characteristics, they have lots of different colors. They have a big beak. They are 9 to 10 centimeters long. They do 200 beats per second. Hummingbirds don't live in flocks or migrate. Our habitat. They only live in Honduras in Central America. They live in a tropical, dry forest habitat, and they love to eat flower nectar. Survival. Honduran emerald hummingbirds became endangered on August 28, 2015. The land they lived on was cleared for cattle grazing and agriculture. They led to their endangered status. The people of Honduras are trying to protect their habitat and get scientists to study them. Our sources. Hope for the Honduran emerald hummingbird.
Yeah, let's just read the title of your article. You don't have to read the whole website address.
Hope for the Honduran emerald hummingbird. Honduran emerald.
the American Bird Conservation, and Honduran emeralds.
Very good. Okay, same question. Taylor, what was the most interesting thing or surprising thing that you learned about hummingbirds?
That they lived in a tropical dry forest habitat.
Okay. How about Abby?
That they don't migrate in flocks.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. All right, very good. Thank you.
The Fiji banded iguana. Some of the characteristics of the Fiji banded iguana are they both have reddish-orange eyes, bright rimmed nostrils, and a short crest of raised scales on their spines. Females have light blue skin with a hint of green, and males have an emerald green body. The Fiji banded iguana can weigh up to 44 pounds and as long as 24 inches. In the wild, the Fiji banded iguana can live for 15 to 20 years. In captivity, they can live up to 25 years.
Where does the Fiji banded iguana live? The Fiji banded iguana lives on the South Pacific islands of Fiji in a rainforest district. The Fiji banded iguana eats leaves, flowers, insects, and fruits such as papaya and bananas. And there's a picture of the South Pacific islands of Fiji. What factors led to the Fiji banded iguana's endangerment? In 2007, the Fiji banded iguana was declared endangered by the IUCN Red List. Some factors that led to their endangerment is habitat destruction and house cat invasion. Some precautions the IUCN Red List are taking are captive breeding, and the Fear No More breeding program in San Diego have produced 100 to 200 offerings since 1965. And our sources are the Fiji banded iguana, Seeking Out the Fiji banded iguana, and the Fiji banded iguana, and Fiji banded iguana.
Okay. Kaden, what was the most interesting thing you learned about Fiji banded iguanas?
One of the factors that led to their endangerment was house cat invasion.
Yeah, can you explain that a little bit more? What did you read about that? I thought that was interesting.
We read that they live on the South Pacific islands of Fiji, and when people came there, they brought house cats, and then they started breeding, and then they just took over their habitat.
Okay, so they became wild,
Yeah.
and then they started killing the iguanas. Interesting. Okay. Landon, what did you find most interesting about these iguanas?
That their name is the same. Well, they're like named after the islands of Fiji.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Good job, guys.
The amazing life of the spider monkey. The young spider monkey, the middle-aged spider monkey, and the adult spider monkey. This habitat slide. The spider monkey is black, brown, gray, and tan. The male is 3.8 lbs and is 2.5 feet. The female weighs 4.4 pounds and is 4.7 feet tall. They move by swinging from branch to branch. They can live the total of 25 years. Survival. They live in North of South America in tropical rainforests and sleep in trees. Spider monkeys are omnivores. They eat fruit, leaves, nuts, and honey bird eggs. They were officially on the endangered list in 2008. They're cutting down trees of loss of food led to their endangered status. Yes, a sanctuary is being built for them so their population can rise. Sources. Case National Geographic.com, Animal Spider Monkeys, National Geographic Kid Spider Monkeys 2008, August 15th. Spider Monkey Pattern Zoo 2008, July 20th.
Okay. Just a minute, just like we did yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I guess. What is your favorite thing that you, or most interesting thing that you learned about spider monkeys?
They live in the north of South American tropical rainforests and sleep in trees.
Okay.
That they eat honeybird eggs.
Yeah, it is interesting. All right, nice job, guys.